Diwali is all about socializing. It is about spending time with friends and family. Nothing comes close to homemade food. Every year on Diwali, we make lots of dry snacks and farsans to serve to our guests. This year, let's make my favorite traditional snacks but air fried. We are making a Cornflakes Chivda and Murukku sticks. We will air fry these. We are using my Borosil Best Airfryer. You can store these snacks in these Borosil airtight jars which retains the freshness for long. I have to show you how crispy this Murukku is. Just look at that. Isn't that amazing? So let's get started. For the dough, we are using some rice flour. To this, we will add some chickpea flour, some sesame seeds. Add hot oil to this. Combine oil along with the flour to make it crumbly. This step is very important. To this, we will add some spices. Mix it all up. We have to ensure that this process is done well. Add some salt. Now to knead this dough, we are going to use some hot water. Just make sure that the water is hot. Since we are using rice flour, it doesn't have any gluten. Hot water helps bind the dough really well. The dough should be nice and soft. Here you can see it looks perfect. Now here I have a Murukku press. It's also called a sancha. Put all the dough inside. I have greased this press with a little bit of oil. Just screw it up. We will be using minimal oil to make this Murukku. I'm simply going to pipe out long strips. Just leave a little gap between two rows. Whenever you're air frying something, it needs a little bit of oil. So I'm spraying some oil on this. You can also brush some oil. I have preheated the air fryer at 180 degrees Celsius. Place this parchment paper inside the air fryer. And now we are going to air fry this at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 to 12 minutes. Whenever you're air frying anything, halfway through give it a good shake and then continue air frying. And these Murukku steaks are ready. Just look how perfect these have turned out to be. Looks amazing, right? You can store these up to 1 month. I am using these Borosil airtight jars which retains the freshness for very long. Wasn't that super easy? These taste amazing and the best part is that it has much lesser calories. And now let's make the Cornflakes Chivda. The main ingredient for this is the Makai poha. This is easily available in any kirana store. We are going to drizzle some oil on this. Give this a good mix so that every grain of the Makai poha is nicely coated in oil. Now we are going to air fry this. I have preheated the air fryer at 180 degrees Celsius. Place a parchment paper inside the basket and now put in the Makai poha. We are going to air fry this at 180 degrees Celsius for 5 to 7 minutes. Here, remove it, give it a good shake and then continue air frying. It took me about 6 minutes to do this. It was pretty quick and it looks perfect. Now in a kadai, heat a little bit of oil and add in some kadhi patta. We have to make the kadhi patta crispy. Next, add in some nuts. I am using cashew. We have to fry this until it becomes golden brown. I am also adding some peanuts. These peanuts were already pre-roasted and that is the reason I did not add it in the beginning. Here I have some raisins. You will see that the raisins will puff up. Next, let's add in the spices. Make sure that your flame is low. I'm going to add in all the ingredients now. We've added the kadhi patta along with the nuts and the raisins. Give this all a good mix. And finally, we will add in the Makai poha that we air fried. Mix it gently and now it's time to season it. I'm adding some sugar, a little bit of salt and citric acid. A good chivda is sweet, salty, tasty, crunchy and amazing. And this one is just that. Let the corn chivda cool in the kadhai and then fill it in the Borosil airtight jar. This will make sure that your chivda stays crispy, crunchy and perfect for a very long time. I am adding a link for these jars in the description box. That looks awesome, right? Trust me, it turned out absolutely perfect. Similarly, you can make farsans, snacks and a lot more using this Borosil Best Air Fryer. Do try out these recipes and check out all the products I have used on myborosil.com.